It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And
oh, he's got some space. The 40. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing the NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be out of bounds at the 36-yard line after a solid return. So South Carolina's offense has the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open down the field. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Morrison. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one.
There he goes! He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got his man down the middle. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air on second down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Going to the running game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabs it in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, uses that.
Turning it on! And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll try to do it himself. Wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide.
And in back-to-back plays, you understand full well why the DC talking to us this week was like, this guy's a handful. Like, he shows the ability to throw the ball.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll return it from the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The give out of the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And nice job by this offense. Second and goal from the 1-yard line. The whole playbook's open. Great job by the QB, seeing it immediately, getting the football out of his hands, hitting his receiver, getting 6 points.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Offense, quick tempo.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll run play action. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Hauls it in. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. he is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Alabama pushing the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The play action fake. Forced out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 4th down, going to the air. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires left. He makes the catch. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. On the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Complete downfield. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Takes a hit as he fires.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys, already.
Breaks free. Touchdown, South Carolina. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll try the run. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense has taken some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
No chance he's taking a knee. Here he comes. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
And he'll be brought down. Alabama quickly back to the line. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. to the air on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Soft spot in the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And they spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. It's third down.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half.
Here we go, here we go.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Sanders. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Larson. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring a punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Got it behind the line. It's Sanders. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Off play action. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
The Crimson Tide pinned deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. Power football with the run. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Got his man on the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught in the backfield, it's dropped. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw again. behind his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. New set of downs after the completion. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brock. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. The throw. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Got it in the middle. It's Morrison. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's good.
Touchdown, South Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. no shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everyone. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Gives it on the option. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Nice move to keep running. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And how nice is it, David, on third down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup.
There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's Brock. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing game.
Big fella moving. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Finds the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and turning it on. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown tie. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Here's the handoff. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Tight end now in motion. He'll keep it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
brings up second and goal.
Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So on fourth and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Fires to the end zone, and he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. The 40, running inside the 20. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back.
Offside defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on fourth and goal. Looking to get it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here comes that Alabama offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Starting to feel a little pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's got it. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Making side adjustments here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today. So